Dude, I'm fucking tired of this narrative that TikTok is not an accurate source of information.
Go watch his video as he makes a valid point, and I'm gonna kind of add on to this. Um, if you watch my content regularly, you would assume I don't watch things like Fox News and stuff. And I know it's gonna make a lot of people like, what? No, I watch a lot of different sources, and let me explain to you why that's important. It is important for you to read different views, even if they're opposing. And here's why. Even if you absolutely hate Fox News, you need to understand the things that are being said there so you can understand what is being said. So when a relative or an opposing person brings that to you, you can know to dispel it or you can look into it more. You should investigate every source. Things change. An example is CNBC. I used to watch a lot of the business articles that CNBC put out on YouTube. Somewhere their platform shifted from being news articles about businesses to being propaganda for businesses. So it's important to understand that things change and understand what's going on. Is TikTok a news source? Yes and no. For the stuff that happened in France a while back, it was very important to have TikTok at that point so you could see what was going on in the world because it was being censored or not aired in many places. So, yes, people are going to post articles on TikTok. They're going to say, hey, this is happening, or they're going to cite sources that may be false, but you should be looking into those. I know it is tiring. I know most people don't have the time or the effort to, and that's why we have content creators that provide sources into things to show otherwise, to condense that down for people. That's why TikTok is a very important platform. People are kind of missing that. There, with what's happening right now over in Israel, all that, I don't know a better way to put that. If you guys have a suggestion for it, I'd be glad to use that. But for what's happening in Israel and that whole ball of crap, there's a lot of propaganda coming out. There is a lot of stuff being pushed to America that is being put out that a lot of people are just taking at face value, which is not true. And that guy cites some pretty good examples of that. But no, should you believe everything here on TikTok? Absolutely not. But you should be having a discussion about stuff. You should be looking into things more or asking someone to provide sources for it. If you don't have the time, there are plenty of content creators that will go source information, bring it here and make videos on it. There are people that do TikToks, that is their entire career. There are YouTubers, that is their entire career, is providing information because they like seeing truth out is what they do. But to disregard TikTok entirely or any other platform and go, oh, that's not right, that's not good to do. You need to be looking into things because sometimes social media is the only way we're going to get actual information and truth. For the whole thing with Israel, a lot of the information coming through on TikTok that's being sourced correctly or being shown, the only way it's getting out is via these platforms, and that's it. So please don't disregard sources. Do I think the majority of what Fox News puts out is false? Yes, but I'm still going to look into it because I need to see where it's coming from so I can originate those claims. Or I'm going to look into fact checkers that can, connect those dots and see. You should be doing the same if you can, or find a trusted source for it and make sure they're listing their information where it's coming from in there.